What's up everybody, it's your boy Nate. Today we're talking about the absolutely fantastic creators of Blender. Blender is a super powerful software for 3D modeling, animation, compositing, VFX, and that's honestly just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to all the awesome stuff that this software can do. If this is your first time on the channel, this series focuses on the amazing, incredible techniques that creators just like you are coming up with to push this software to its limits. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and ding that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the super dope stuff that we got planned. If you've already subscribed, I want to send a huge thanks to you because our goal this year is to hit 500,000 subscribers, which sounds pretty insane, but I also know that it's something that we can absolutely do. Anyways, I'm super excited. I know you are too. All right, let's go. Quick disclaimer, the creators on this list are not in order of importance. They're just too dope to compare like that. But the final three are going to be my absolute favorites. They're the ones that have inspired me the most. So make sure that you stick around until the very end so you don't miss out on that one. Anyways, I got the list. Here are some of the most incredible creators for Blender. Top 10 techniques coming right at you. First up at number 10, here we have an amazing short film from William Landgren, who by the way, I think is only 15 or 16 years old. He brings us this short film called The Drink, in which this robot seemingly gets drunk in his pool and then goes on this quest to get another drink. What's really impressive about this is that this is 100% CGI using a combination of Blender, After Effects, Davinci Resolve, and Marvelous Designer. I'm just super blown away with how impressive this came out, and it's super inspiring to see someone who is young in the community really pushing the rest of us forward with his amazing renders. Next, at number 9, we have a series from Viscous Realm, who brings us these fantastic looking isometric models, all built around some sort of nostalgic cartoon like the Flintstones or SpongeBob, Naruto, and even Pokemon. I love this series when I saw it because it tapped into those strings for me. I love your work a lot and I hope to see more. Number 8 on the list, here we have one from Chris Jones, who shows us just how far you can push Blender in terms of creating photorealistic skins. I would have thought that this was made using MetaHuman, but no, this is entirely done in Blender. This is just insanely impressive. Love your work a lot, Chris Jones, and I hope to see more. At number 7, here we have one from cimetsys, who brings us this realistic water beach simulation animation that looks super impressive and was created thanks to geometry nodes and flip fluids. I love the way that this came out, and it was super inspiring to see just how realistic you can push these renders. Not only that, but cimetsys also brings us a downloadable project file so we can go ahead and explore this by ourselves and check out all the inner workings underneath the hood. Huge props to cimetsys. I love your work a lot and I hope to see more. Number 6 on the list. Okay, so this one is from Polly F. Jordan, who creates this amazing looking Minecraft Inception animation. At first, I thought I was watching some sort of gameplay footage that was just hyper rendered with RTX on and NVIDIA or something like that. But then all of a sudden, the whole world started curling up, making this scene straight out of Inception. At the very end, we get this goofy dancing scene, which just definitely struck me by surprise. What also struck me by surprise was that Polly F. Jordan was using Blender to render the scene out, and if you're curious how he got Minecraft into Blender, he actually used a Minecraft client called Mindways, which lets you extract the 3D mesh from Minecraft and then use it in other 3D software. He also used this GitHub repository called MC Prep, which helps with the texturing and materials in Blender. And then that last dancing animation was created using motion capture from Moro Motion. I love the combination of techniques for this Polly F. Jordan, and I hope to see more of your work. Ooh, we're about halfway through. At number 5 on the list, here we have one from BBBN19, who brings us this amazing looking geometry nodes creature. Not only is the rendering of this animation really impressive, but just the way that this animation was constructed had me stumped for a second. So I'm really happy BBBN19 shows us a breakdown of this process, which makes use of Blender's built-in geometry nodes, scatter points, and instant roots to drive this animation in a very procedural way. This ended up just looking super impressive and like it belonged in the TV show Stranger Things or something like that. I love the way this came out and I hope to see more of your work. If you guys are enjoying these creators and want to show support for this series, make sure that you hit that like button. It does a tremendous amount. Here at number 4, next up we have one from 3Dimensional who creates these interesting style and detail fashion renders. When I first saw this Lakers one, I had to stop because the combination of different rendering and style techniques actually ended up looking really cool. I like how there's so much detail in the clothes, and then it's almost cartoony for the face and the character features. Not only that, but then when I started looking into more of 3Dimensional's work, I saw that there was actually a whole series built around this style. Hope you keep on making more 3Dimensional, and hey, if you like this video, why not make one of me? I think that'd be pretty cool. A little plug there. Okay, this is where it really heats up. We're getting down to the final 3. Number 3 on the list. Here we have one from CGI Checklist who brings us this amazing action short film with this photorealistic renders, all thanks to some really impressive lighting techniques and this amazing handheld camera work. I really appreciate that CGI Checklist even included a breakdown so we can kind of see a little bit of the magic behind how this was made, using a combination of MIXAMO for motion capture data, After Effects for those finishing touches and compositing VFX, and then even using Embergen for that fire and smoke simulations when that helicopter crashes into the mountain. All of this combined together to make a super impressive work. If you guys are curious about using After Effects, we have a bunch of tutorials on the channel, but I definitely recommend you check out this one because it's going to break down how you can go about making similar fire VFX or even gunshots in After Effects. Also, if you're interested in fire simulations using Embergen, we covered that one about a year ago, back when it was brand new, and guess what? The software still holds up because it creates some of the most impressive smoke and fire simulations that I've seen to date. Go ahead, check those videos out if you're interested. Huge props to CGI Checklist for coming out with this amazing short film. At number 2, here we have one from Dennis Wu 1993, who is also known as SHC on YouTube, and Dennis brings us this mind-blowing Procedural Planet, which I didn't even know was possible to do in Blender until I saw this video and the breakdown of it. That's right, everything that you're seeing there is actually created procedurally, from the cities to the forests to the water bodies to all of the different clouds and details in this, and then it's actually mapped at a scale that when you compare it to the Earth is actually bigger than Earth itself. So this is just mind-blowing and incredibly fantastic. If this isn't pushing Blender to its extreme limits, I honestly don't know what else is. Last but not least, at number 1, here we have a few from Wenico 4D, who creates these amazing models and animations and renders all using Blender. I'm mind blown by the way that Wenico 4D is able to make these spaceship interstellar models and then go ahead and animate them into these amazing looking scenes. The camera work on this is impressive, the different various techniques used into creating this, and one of my favorites, this drone war scene, is just so impressive, and honestly I could look at your work for days and always feel inspired. What's super wild is Wenico 4D is a mechanical engineering student in Tokyo, Japan, yet manages to create some of the most amazing looking Blender renders I've seen. So if you guys are ever looking for more inspiration and thinking, hey, Hollywood style VFX can't be done using the software, think again, because Wenico 4D definitely pushes those boundaries by coming up with these amazing models and then going ahead and animating and rendering them all out and creating these amazing worlds together. I love your work a lot, Wenico 4D, and I hope to see more. So those creators definitely push the boundaries when it comes to 3D modeling, animation, and rendering in Blender. If you're curious about learning more Blender techniques, more creators that are just absolutely crushing it, and some really innovative and inspiring renders, go ahead and check out this video, which I guarantee you will help on your creative journey. If you thought these creators were impressive, just wait until you see some of these ones. I don't know what you're still doing here. Go ahead, click that link. Also, huge thanks for everyone who has hit that subscribe button. You guys are bringing us that much closer to our goal of 500,000 subscribers. We really appreciate you watching, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Peace.